Let's start with very interesting topic that you must have learned in grade 8, that is division of polynomials, right? You must have learned about this. We are going to repeat this here as well, and we are going to use this concept to find the zeros for the cubic polynomial. Okay, so first of all, let's start with the question. Divide fx by gx, where fx is equal to 3x plus 4x squared plus 1 and gx is equal to x minus 1. We have two polynomials and we need to divide them. So let's start. First of all, let's write the polynomials, which is first of all fx is equal to 3x plus 4x squared plus 1 and gx is equal to x minus 1. Very simple case it is, right? This is the degree of polynomial 2, so quadratic polynomial, and this is linear polynomial. Now, right, we need to divide them. This is what we need to find. Fx divided by gx, question mark. We'll get one quotient, and if there is any remainder, we'll get that as well. If there is no remainder, then we'll get 0. Now let's arrange them. So let's start with it. So right, first of all fx will be inside. Now be careful while you write this, keep the highest power first. Always keep the highest power first, or remember to write in the standard form, that is 4x squared plus 3x plus 1. And what's the gx? That is x minus 1. Now let's start with the division. First of all, what we need to do, take the first term of it, of the dividend and of the divisor, 4x squared by x. So 4x squared by x, that is 4x is the first term. Here let's write 4x here. Afterwards, right, first term is very easy, first term of dividend and first term of divisor, divide them and get one term, write the same into the quotient. Afterwards, this whatever term you get it, multiply with divisor. See, 4x into x minus 1. Now 4x multiplied by x will give you 4x squared, and 4x multiplied by 1, that will give you minus 4x. Simple, right? What we did? We divided first term of dividend by first term of divisor. Simple. We get one term 4x right into the quotient, and this same term you need to multiply with the divisor. So let's write below it. Remember, x squared below x squared and x below x. So let's write 4x squared minus 4x. Now here we are supposed to subtract. Now when we subtract, we are going to change the sign. This positive will become negative and this negative will become positive. Remember, right? So 4x squared and minus 4x squared will be gone, and what we will get here is, see, here it's very interesting topic and case to be discussed, plus 3x and minus 4x. See, this minus is the very old sign. We are supposed to consider plus as the new sign of the 4x. This is where we do the most common mistake. Plus 3x and plus 4x we are supposed to take. So 3 and 4 will make 7x, and here plus 1 as it is, right? So this was the first step of the long division. Now let's move to the next step. Again, what we are going to do, previously what we did, 4x squared divided by x. Here as well we are going to repeat the same step, 7x divided by x. So let's write 7x divided by x. X will get cancelled, so what's left? 7. Now 7 here. Okay, confusion about the sign. If there is no sign, then put plus here and if there is negative already, then we'll keep it negative only, right? Now 7, what was the second step we did? After getting this term, we multiplied this term with the divisor. So let's do that. 7 into x minus 1, 7 into x will give you 7x, 7 into 1 will give you minus 7. So here we can write 7x and minus 7. Now let's subtract. We are supposed to change the sign. Don't forget this step, very important. 7x, that will become negative. No sign means consider positive in mathematics. Now minus 7 will become plus 7. So let's solve it. Here 7x and minus 7x. Here plus 1, no worries. But here it is also plus 7 as well. Don't consider minus 7x, right? That is the old sign. Whatever operation we do, we are supposed to do based on the new sign. So plus 1 and plus 7 will give 8. Now we cannot do further than this. We cannot divide further than this. We need to stop it, right? So what do we get? This is the quotient and this is the remainder. Sometimes we get the remainder 0, sometimes we do not get the remainder 0. It depends on the question. So this is how we find the remainder with the help of long division algorithm, right? This is the long division you have already done in grade 8, though we'll discuss few more questions. So this is the case how we find the remainder. Fx by gx is given. What we need to keep in mind, always keep the dividend in the standard form as well as divisor as well. Keep it always in the standard form. Then only you start with the steps. What are the steps? So you have first term of dividend and first term of divisor. You divide them, you get one term. That term you need to keep into the quotient. Then after with that term you need to multiply the divisor. So you multiply, you'll get 2 terms or 3 terms, depends on the divisor. Now remember x square below x square, x below x. If there is nothing like that, we'll discuss that question as well. Afterwards, subtraction. Change the sign of every one of it and then do operation based on the new sign, not on the old one. Like 4x has the new sign, that is positive. So 3x and 4x will make here 7x. You need to repeat the same steps over for the second step. So this is how we divide the two polynomials. Let's discuss one more question. Let's discuss one more question regarding the division only. Let's start. Find the quotient and remainder if the polynomial 4x cubed plus 20x squared plus 33x plus 80 is divided by x plus 2. So we need to divide this to polynomial, right? Similar to previous one, but we have, I believe, 4 terms. We have cubic polynomial. Cubic polynomial we have over here. Okay, so let's start. First of all, let's write dividend and divisor. I told you that write always in the standard form. I believe it is given already 3, 2, 1. That is the proper order. So let's write here 4x cubed plus 20x squared plus 33x plus 18, right? And what's the divisor? X plus 2 it is. X plus 2. So what's the first step? Very simple. You take the first term of the dividend and first term of the divisor. So let's start. 4x cubed divided by x. So you get 4x squared. Now the same term should be written where? In the quotient. So 4x squared. Now with the same term we are supposed to multiply divisor, that is x plus 2. If we multiply, here we are going to get 4x cubed plus 4 2s are 8 x squared. Simple. Now how to write it? X cubed below x cubed and x squared below x squared. So we have 4x cubed, here 4x cubed and plus 8 x square. Now we are supposed to subtract it. So let's start the subtraction. For subtraction, we are supposed to change the sign. So here this 4x, no sign means positive. So if we change, it will become negative. Plus 8x will become negative 8x. Okay. So let's start here. 4x minus 4x get cancelled. Then plus 20x. And here, remember, sign of 8x square is not positive in this case, but it is negative, right? New sign. We are not supposed to talk about the old sign. New sign, plus 20 minus 8. So what we will get? 12x square. Bring down the 33x here. So this is what we have now. Again, we are going to repeat the step like this one. First term of this one, that is 12x square, divide by first term of the divisor, that is x. So here it will be 12x. Now this term where we will write? In the quotient. So 12x. Now I told you in previous case, if there is no sign, what sign are we going to write? Positive only, not negative. So positive only, right? Now with this term, what are we going to multiply? That is divisor. So 12x into, what's the divisor? X plus 2. Let's multiply 12x into x will give you 12x square, and 12x into 2 will give you 24x. Simple. Now let's write over here. We have 12x square. So here it is, plus we have 24x. Now let's subtract. For subtraction, we are supposed to change the sign. This plus 12x square, as it is here positive, will become negative. This 24 is positive, so negative. Now let's do the simplification. Here plus 12x square minus 12x square will cancel out. Remember, we are supposed to consider the new sign, not the old one. Plus 33 and minus 24. Very carefully. Plus 33, and we are supposed to take the new sign of the 24, that is minus. We are supposed to subtract. So we will get 9x over here, right? Now what are we going to get down? That is 18. We'll bring down the 18. Now the first step, again we are supposed to repeat. So first term here, that is 9x, divide by first term of the divisor, that is x. X will get cancelled, so 9 it is. The same 9, where are we going to write? Into the quotient. If no sign, then positive. Now with this same term, we are going to multiply the divisor. So here let's write 9 into x plus 2. 9 into x will give you 9x. 9 into 2 will give you plus 18, right? So let's write over here. So 9x plus 18, and let's change the sign. 9x no sign, so positive, it will become negative. Positive 18 will become negative. Plus 9x minus 9x, plus 18 and minus 18. Remember, this is the negative. So what's the remainder? 0. This is your remainder, and this is your quotient. This is what we were supposed to find, right? Quotient, which is on the upper side, remainder, which is on the downside. Let's repeat one more time what we did. Always before you write this, any kind of dividend and divisor, convert into the standard form. We already have this in the standard form. Standard form means highest power first, then it will be in the decreasing manner, 3, 2, 1 and 0. Then first step of dividend divide by first step of divisor. So this is what we get. Don't forget to write this in the quotient. Some students, what do? They complete the whole sum, but quotient is still blank, right? Because they forget to write these terms into the quotient. That's very difficult to do at the end. Better you be careful while you do this sum. Then multiply that term with the divisor. You get 2 more terms or 3 more terms, depends. Then one more thing, x cube below x cube, x square below x square. As we are supposed to subtract, we are supposed to change the sign. So don't forget to keep in mind the new sign while you do the operation, like plus 20 and minus 8 it is, not plus 8. So 12x square. So this is how we find the remainder and the quotient with the help of long division algorithm.